You want to pass out, don't you? Look at her. This is One's been asking, what is a foal? So this is a foal. Watch, I'm not hurting her. Okay? I did not hurt her. I promise you I did not hurt her. This is my precious baby. I would not hurt her. It stands for Neonatal Maladjustment Syndrome. Okay? Look, and she's awake. See? And if I get her adrenaline to go up just a little bit, if I do something like this, she's probably going to go right back out. So she will grow out of this. We are supporting her through it with his IV catheter, with fluids, and she actually started to get what's called joint ill or septic joint because of her syndrome. She's on antibiotics and all kinds of other things. I promise you she's okay right now. I would not be sitting here like this if she weren't. When a fetus is in utero, there are these things called neurosteroids that circulate the brain and the central nervous system that tell a fetus to remain calm, don't move too much, don't kick, don't do anything, and just kind of remain in a comatose state. And obviously that's for safety reasons, because the foal should not be moving very much because they can twist the cord, they can injure the mare, they should not be running when they're in utero. The birthing process, and when they come through the birth canal, the squeezing of the thorax specifically is what tells those neurosteroids to go away. And then basically that wakes them up from the comatose state and then makes them turn into a baby as opposed to a fetus. So what can happen is if the birth is too fast, or for whatever reason, those neurosteroids do not go away, and then they kind of have, some of them go away, but not all, and then they still have this tendency to revert back to that comatose state. So they do a lot of things that are not normal. So they will nurse on the wall, they don't nurse properly, they just don't function normally. And so they can get very sick very quickly, especially if they don't get the first milk from the mom, which is the colostrum, because they absolutely have to have that. If they're just not nursing enough, they can obviously get dehydrated. Then that'll lead to them getting sick, and then they'll get septic. And this can all happen in literally hours to a couple days. Now, what we did with her, this is a very extreme example of a foal. We have a lot of foals that are just very, very mild cases. Some that I know are we don't even have to do anything to them, and they just kind of come out of it within a few hours. Worst case scenarios, they need to have what's called the Madigan squeeze done to them. It's basically where a rope is wrapped around their thorax and it's pulled and it squeezes their thorax, and you sit there for about 20-25 minutes, and it simulates that birthing process, which then tells those neurosteroids to go away and essentially reset them. People call it a reset button. Then they wake up. We did that with her, and it did not do anything. So I actually had concerns initially that she had a brainstem issue, like whether it was a congenital issue or a birthing injury, something like that, because she's just so severe, and the squeezing did not work the first time. Second time I did it, I think it helped a little bit, but I already had a catheter in, was running fluids and antibiotics and all kinds of things. So it's hard to say what exactly helped to make her better, but each day that goes by, she's getting better and better. Believe it or not, I know this looks pretty bad, but this is actually way better than what she was. And I think she's honestly tired right now, but this FYI, this is not sleeping. Okay, so she's not sleeping. So you might see, some people with specifically mini foals. I mean, this can happen in full-size horses too, but I do think it's a little more common in miniatures. Sometimes people that don't know what is, they'll just be holding their foal, and it just kind of like does that passing out thing, and they think that, oh, how cute, it fell asleep. It's not cute. I mean, you can think it's cute. It's not very cute to me, because it's and it needs attention. Most of them, as long as they're supported through it, will get better, but there are a lot of foals that are lost because of this, because the problem is not identified and they're not treated appropriately, and they're not supported through that initial stage where they're still having symptoms of it, and then they go septic and they eventually don't make it. Definitely can be a fatal condition. If identified early and treated appropriately, generally speaking, they are going to get better.